我是江老師。然後呢，现在呢是我們的下集，下集還有剩下6首曲子，也都是非常非常經典的、非常好聽的肖邦練習曲。那我們就直接開始。
Number 9. So this is the F minor etude, and the chief difficulty I think in this one is the left hand stretches. Right, yes, because you can't just try to think that you're going to reach.
Yes,
like even if you have gigantic hands, it's just too big. So you have to figure out how to. Chopin, in his teaching to his own students, was all about flexibility of the wrists, right?
Oh, really?
And so a lot of his etudes featured kind of passages where you couldn't play it without doing that, right? So you had to force yourself to kind of learn how to do that. And this is one of those for the left hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because Chopin like writes really stretch.
In the etudes, yeah, he does like.
Yes.
But that's to get you better.
Sonatas
too, yeah.
老师说这首曲子呢，它算是左手会有非常大的这种比较 stretch 的这种动作。那其實肖邦很多自己在教學生的時候，他會講求這樣子去練習你的手腕，很多的動作是必須要這樣子做到的。所以如果你不會運用這樣子的技巧，在彈所有的肖邦練習曲裡面，其實是非常非常吃力的。所以大家在練習的時候，可能要稍微或者是你的老師可能會稍微告訴你關於手腕是如何的運用比較正確，才能夠正確的彈這個肖邦練習曲是可以彈完的，不然這每一首真的都爆炸難。The different emotions you put in.
Right. Yeah. As soon as he starts that second section, things just kind of open up, and for a little while at least, they become a little more positive, but doesn't last very long.
Okay.
Yes.
Next one.
Okay.
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 The first one. I need to say something about the first one.
Yes, please.
One time I want to practice this, the piece, practice for like 10 minutes. I want to try. If I have 10 minutes, I can play, and I cannot play anything about this because I think this is easy to play the wrong notes.
Yeah, and it's this one especially, like if you have very small hands, it can be difficult, but I've heard people with small hands do it well. And there's one key to this etude, and the key is to not try to stretch. Because these stretches, they're over what the normal hand can reach. Like, right?
Yeah.
If my pinky finger was really long. So you have to let the thumb go. Then close the hand. You can think it this way. In small groups, therefore, you're not thinking about it as a 10th, but rather as a 6th.
Oh, it's
and so it works much better that way.
Yeah. 老師說呢，這首曲子對很多小手人來講會非常非常困難，但是其實很多小手的人還是可以彈得很好，因為要用比較聰明的方法去練習它。像它的音階在這個右手這邊是哆嗦哆咪，你如果想哆嗦哆咪，那個就是你哆沒有到的到咪。可是如果你不要想這個哆，你等手哆咪哆，手哆咪哆，它就變成一個比較小的一個寬度，所以你就可以比較能夠準確的落實在每一個那個正確的音上面，這樣。Did you play the whole piece?
His change of character can go from just majestic to just so tender so quickly. It's really beautiful.
And different harmony, you can use different color. Yes.
That etude can either sound like an etude or it can sound like a piece of music, but you really have to think about it artistically.
对，这就是肖邦练習曲，它可以为什么它像一个，就是它像一个可以音樂會表演的東西。它除了包含了很多練習的東西以外，它還有很多音樂的層面在裡面，所以單獨就算是拿起來開音樂會也是非常適合的。訂閱一下啦
Okay.
You like this one?
This is one of the most beautiful, actually. It's one of the most beautiful, yes. Like everyone really thinks about this as an etude because the melody is so beautiful that it actually became kind of popular, generally speaking.
Yes.
And so people know this beautiful melody. They maybe not know that it's an etude. But the difficulty here is that there are several different levels that you have to bring out, right? So the melody you have to keep on the top, but in the same hand, right? You're playing your own accompaniment. And then the bass also has its own texture as well.
Oh, okay.
And then this is kind of like a 2-for-1 etude, because then in the middle section, it's got double notes and other things that are difficult. I can show a little bit, sure.
Okay.
Sure, I can show a little bit of both. But let me start this with it's one of Chopin's loveliest melodies. Bit of the A section. Now in the B section, things start to get a little bit more active. To be able to control all of the double notes, but still make it lyrical and still make it sing. It's very beautiful.
So beautiful.
Yes.
My heart is break. 老实说，这一首呢，可以说是肖邦非常非常有名的一个旋律。那很多人甚至不一定听过古典音乐的人都听过这个旋律，因为这个旋律常常被在各个地方就是太有名了，一直被引用这样。然后这首练习曲非常特别的一个原因，是因为它有2个不同的 part。那这2个不同的 part 简直是好像不同的曲子一样，它有很多东西是完全不一样的感觉，包括它的整个情感啊、技术方面是有不同东西需要突破的。那这首曲子的难度是在于说它的最上面，它有不同的层次，它最上面是一个旋律线，中间还有很多分叉的这个音符，然后左手低音也是需要有另外一个不同的层次这样子。
Okay, this is one of the
hard,
hardest
right?
ones.
Right?
It's also, I think, one of the most beneficial ones. This is Opus 10 number 4.
Oh, it's
This
so
is the C sharp minor one. Very famous, it's very fast. It tests the dexterity in the hand, and just like some of the others, it tests wrist flexibility, I think, in a lot of different ways. First in small passages, and then in big extended passages. So there's a lot to this etude. It's not just one difficult issue, but it's a number of difficult issues. Yeah, this one's hard.
就是这一首非常难，它是升 C 小调，这首也非常有名，很多人很喜欢拿去比赛。那这首曲子的难度是在于说，它有那种很小的那种得了了了了了的那小的音符，但是中间用一些你不一定很舒服的手指之外呢，它还有这种拉得很開的這種東西，所以它結合了很多不同的技巧性，可是在非常快速的一個 tempo 裡面。So you want to play really fast?
I'll play medium fast. Medium fast. All right. Yes.
Famous one.
This is really probably the most famous of the set. The Revolutionary Etude.
革命練習曲
And a test for the left hand, for
really?
sure.
Yes.
But it's also a test of your musical ability, because the way that you shape things, your dynamic choices, your sense of timing, everything is challenged in this etude.
Your left hand is good use or not? My left hand is.
I'm right-handed, so I've had to work on my left hand, you know. But I think I can try.
老师说这首曲子也是非常非常有名的革命练習曲，然後主要就是在挑戰左手，大家可以 follow 一下老師的左手。這首曲子主要就是在練習他的左手，真的非常的困難。來。
That one is really, really lovely.
You first played this piece is how old are you?
I think I played this quite young, maybe 11 or 12. But you know, some people play all of Opus 10 by the time that they're 11. Yeah, I went to school with one of those pieces, with one of those people. Stephen probably is one of those people.
Stephen， 你什么时候弹一整套的 ？Maybe 25.
Okay, last one. This is a lovely piece. This is a very happy etude. Happy etude, yeah. Opus 10, number 10, A flat major.
Mean practice happy or sounds happy?
Never practice happy. None of them are practice happy. Just sounds happy once you can do it, you know, or kind of do it. So this one, I guess you could say that it's also kind of a rotational.
Rotation?
But it's interesting that he accents different parts of the notes. So at first he'll play, so you'll hear the top being accented, and then every three, and then
Also different combinations?
So different touches. I think that's the difficult thing about this etude. A lot of people don't really pay super close attention to that. And if you just play it, it sounds beautiful anyway. But if you really try to do all of the articulation, all the accents as written, it adds kind of an extra layer.
Oh, when we practice, we can put the accent.
Yes, try to put it, and I think that will make the etude more helpful.
Oh,
rather than just being a beautiful piece.
More even.
Yes.
Okay. 老師說在練習這首的時候，可以滴滴滴滴滴。你如果只有噠噠滴滴噠的重音都加在那邊的話，當然右上面最上面這個是 melody 要聽到，可是你可以把重音擺在不同的地方練習，幫助你練習的時候可以達到更平均的一個技巧，然後聽起來會更有深度，技巧性更好這樣。
Welcome.
Oh, I have a few questions.
Sure.
About if student want to choose the first one of the Opus 10, you will suggest?
Well, this one probably is a good one. Because even if you don't play it at full speed, it still can be helpful to figure out this motion, which is really important. Probably just because students oftentimes have difficulty playing arpeggios without doing this kind of thing. So just being able to keep your wrists parallel, basically, that's a super crucial skill. And then being able to play legato, being able to play a real legato, and then maybe voicing at the same time. So number 3, yeah. Being able to listen to the melody, kind of accompany, and yeah, so I guess those 3. The revolutionary etude probably is also up there in terms of helping the left hand. But,
okay,
yeah.
Students wants to choose one is great to the stage or to the competition. You can give
probably.
Oh, this one.
Yeah, I would say that's probably the best one. It combines a lot of different elements. Opus 10 number 2 can be very dangerous unless you're, you know, if it comes natural for you, then fine. But if you get a piano that's heavy, or if they make you wait like 20 minutes before you have to play the etude, or if you're super nervous, then it can be difficult. 10 number 1 is also, it makes a big statement. If you can play it easily from beginning to end without looking like you're struggling and make it kind of musical, then Opus 10 number 1 can also be a good one.
Number 2 is the one.
Yeah, that one.
The number 1 is OK。老師說這3首很適合在就是比賽的時候使用，因為它就是很炫技，然後很能夠吸引大家的目光。但是他說這一個的就是第2首呢，因為它這個鋼琴如果是很老的鋼琴或是很不好使得上力的話，可能會有點危險，所以大家可以在就是選擇的時候可以稍微那個注意一下。那 which one is the most difficult to you?
For me, absolutely Opus 10 number 2. This one,
Don't worry about that.
As I get, you know, I haven't played these etudes honestly for 10 years. after I finished competitions
Okay.
and I was done with all of that, I kind of put them aside. And then my friend Steven asked me to just get back to them
Thank you, Stephen.
within the last couple of weeks. So I quickly got back to it.
Oh,
and then I
thank
find
you.
as I've practiced less and gotten older, this doesn't work the same.
，Thank you，谢谢老師，謝謝老師，訂閱我們，打開小鈴鐺。他彈肖邦練習真的是猛到炸裂。Oh, you don't like this one? See the face? Oh my God! I will never. If I practice for like 10 years, I will never do like this.